go!
You already know what is good with you. It is your boy Travis Kinley coming back to you with another one from the old loves. From the old loves. Got my coffee. I'm fresh out of the shower. It is a beautiful foggy morning. And I don't know, for those of us from southeastern regions where it's a lot more humid and foggy than other places, we travel out west and it gets all dry. Sometimes a nice foggy chill morning is nice. You can just feel the water droplets in the air as it goes up your nostrils. Nevertheless, I'm doing something a little different over the next couple weeks. You know, DAB was a really awesome experience for me as far as this meeting. It really opened my eyes to deeper facets of this work culture, this prime culture. Listen, if you're watching my video, you've already tasted the prime culture. If you're watching my channel, if this is your first video, maybe not, but if you've watched my channel, you've already tasted the prime culture. If you've watched No Hippie, you've watched Driver Lineup, you've watched Ross's old Johnson's Logic's old videos, you watch these people, you've already tasted the prime culture. Kiersey, I could go on and on. If you watch these people, you've already tasted the prime culture. But when I went to DAB, it really showed me deeper facets of that prime culture. And there's one I want to talk about today because what dude said is still in my mind. And this, you'll see. All right, so I'm talking about something that happened outside of DAB, but I'm tying DAB into it. One of the biggest takeaways I had from DAB, at the DAB meeting, was that it's not just business. Man, I could talk about so much. I'm trying to keep it to 10 minutes. It's not just business. It's about relationships. We listen to Steve talk. He's over sales. You've seen him on the, you know, safety meetings and things of that nature. Great guy. He seemed really cool. I watched him talk about sales and different customers and how things are going these days. And one of the biggest takeaways I had was that he sees our customers not as business, not as transactional relationships, but as actual relationships between the entity of Prime and customer. Some of them you could tell when he mentioned them, which were long-standing, you know, relationships. You can just kind of see it, you know, it's just like talking about your friends, one that you may have known 23 years versus one you've known a year and a half. You can kind of see, like, you got a deeper relationship there. There was just this element of ownership. Like, man, there's this element of, I really care about what the work that's being done here, not because of the dollar, but because of the people we're taking care of. A doctor takes care of patients, an entertainer takes care of the people at the concert, etc. In the transportation industry, we take care of our customers. Taking care of your customers, it's got to do with taking care of the load in the box or on the flatbed or in your tank. It's got to do with taking care of your truck to make sure you get it there on time. It's just got to do with taking pride in the elements of your work, because the end game is to take care of our customers. What I'm saying is I could tell his end game was not to be rich. His end game was not to make a ton of money. His end game was to take care of the customers. You could tell which customers he would like to have a deeper relationship with, a better relationship with. He might have said something to the effect of, well, we've been talking to them for a while and I really think we're working some things out and I'm really excited about the future about that. You know, I'm just paraphrasing and summarizing what it may have been like. What I'm saying is, out here is just so much more than the dollar, man. It's so much more than I'm gonna get mine and I live on an island all by myself. I'll take even being a part of my fleet, like with my fleet manager, there is this element. Yeah, I'm taking care of my business, but there's this element about it that I am a part of a group of people that have a mission to take care of. And we have a leader above us, and his name is such and such fleet manager, and I am on a team. So me, with my competitive nature, I want to be the strongest on my team. I want to take a good share of workload so we can get this done. So I'm coming out of the terminal, right? With this load, I'm coming out of the terminal, and it's like I pre-trip the truck. Like, I don't know, when I leave the terminal, usually I pre-trip the truck before I get my trailer, and then, you know, I pre-trip the trailer, and then we're gonna roll out. Well, I pre-tripped the truck, I hooked up to my trailer, but then I started moving toward the outbound. So I was like, oh snap, I need to actually pre-trip the trailer. So I need fuel also. So I pull up and I'm like, hey man, I need such and such gallons of fuel. I said, you mind if I do a pre-trip real quick? He said, well, how long is it gonna take? I said, no longer than it's gonna take you to fuel. He said, I was like, all right. So I get out and I start pre-tripping the trailer and I'm checking lights, you know, because I'm getting to the end of my pre-trip. You know what I'm saying? I'm checking the lights and I'm walking back, and literally, I literally timed it where I'm not gonna take longer, I'm not gonna hold up the bay. So he's already put the pump on the passenger side up, and now he's coming to the driver's side, so I'm walking this way and you know, complete my job. And he said, you know what, I wish a lot more drivers do what you just did. I wish a lot more drivers do what you just did. This ties into the video from last week or whatever day it was about company drivers just kind of ragging and dogging the trucks, you know, just don't care. It's like you don't care about the piece of equipment that's gonna meet the goal of taking care of our customers. You only care about your bank account. Short-term versus a long-term view. In the long-term, the people, we see the truck takes care of the customer. The truck takes care of me and the customer. Can't take care of me without the truck, can't take care of the customer without the truck. Can't get a job done effectively. Eventually, come on, I know y'all know what I'm saying here, man. All I'm saying is, it's just so much bigger here, man. It's bigger at Prime, it's bigger in this industry in general. I personally do not feel like you have to be at Prime to have this sort of pride in the work that you do, pride in the truck that you drive. I'm not saying arrogance type of pride, but just ownership type of pride. You don't have to be at Prime, but doggone, we sure got it at Prime though. He said, I wish a lot more drivers do what you just did. He's not saying drivers don't pre-trip because they don't pre-trip in the bay, but he gave me some examples where, you know, he said a driver one time hooked to a trailer and he came to the bay and he sat in his truck waiting to be released, and the guy walked up like, hey look man, you're not attached to this trailer in the computer, like you haven't picked up this trailer. Furthermore, you know, there was some obvious, he said there was something obvious wrong with the trailer on the exterior that if he just did a walk around, everything would be fine, you know what I mean? He was like, you need to turn around and go back, you know? Just have some more, I don't know. Stuff just be on my mind sometimes. Dude asked me last time when I was at campus and some days ago, he said, I don't know how you make so many videos a day, because stuff be on my mind. I'm constantly thinking about things, and I put notes in my phone. It was just, those two things meant something to me. The fact that Steve Wadkey really articulated his care and passion for our customers, and the fact that the tech in the bay yesterday articulated that he wished more drivers would care about their vehicle and their trailer. Care about their job. We can't just be hauling crazy looking equipment that's falling apart, talking about we're going to take care of customers. That's not the way the job works. Top-notch equipment, top of the line. I ain't saying, you know, clean as a military man's dress shoes, but top of the line. I can't say that because I don't get my truck washed often enough to say that. Top of the line, man. Top of the line. That's all I'm saying. I'm checking out. I'm an hour and a half early in my appointment, but I'm about to pull up on them anyway because there's a whole bunch of reviews where people said they came a day early. So I'm sure I can come an hour early. All right. You already know what the motto is. Work hard, play hard, sleep hard. Find you somebody to love. Don't forget, it's not about what you believe. It's all about why you believe it. Live free.